Today I got the call from Brittany and the new E-flite 1.2 meter Spitfire Mark 14 came in. So I'm here to pick it up, and man, I am ready for a new warbird. It's been a while since I did a warbird that's a park flyer size. I skipped the Corsair because I was waiting for this one, and having just been in that B-25, I am ready for a loud gas guzzling piston powered warbird. So in this video I'm gonna pick it up, unbox it, go over the specs, build it, and do the pre-flight on it. So we'll do all of those things. Let's go inside right now and pick up the plane. And I think our good friend Ryan might just be inside there.
Looks like this guy, right?
Do you have a Spitfire for me? You happy to be here?
Yeah!
That was me. That's me. In the nose. Oh man, am I gonna walk out of here with two airplanes?
Yeah!
That's the one I went in. Did I tell you that? Did I tell
Numerous
you that?
times.
Did I tell you that's the one I went in? I told you that, right? I sat right there.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the front. I told you that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the video? I was in the front of that thing. That's pretty cool. You should come next time. No?
Yeah.
3S2200 right there.
Alright.
I have some that are getting kind of, yep, just one's good. I have one that's getting kind of old.
Oh.
It's losing its power, so this will be good. And this is the pack you need for the Spitfire. Did I tell you one in the B-25?
Yeah. Numerous times.
I sat in the front. It was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
You should do it sometime.
I would have liked to have heard the engines more than the music you put in that stupid video.
Ouch. Spitfire Mark 14 1.2 meter. Can you carry it out for me? It's a big box. It's a big airplane. It's heavy. Can you carry it out?
Yeah!
Come on. Can you? I thought you were helpful. Can you carry out the plane? Look, it's huge. It's like, it probably weighs like 5 pounds. It probably weighs 5 pounds at least. That's service.
Ow! You know, that's gonna make a YouTube man.
You get what you deserve.
Yeah.
See you later, Shannon.
Hi.
Well, you only dropped it once. Now you're gonna drag my airplane on the ground? Is that what they do here? Ryan, carrying a box. Come on, Ryan. I only parked across the street. Let's go. All right, thanks, Ryan. Thanks, Ryan.
Bye-bye. Yeah!
Well, guys, I got this nice big box safely back home at Discover RC headquarters, and that was despite Ryan pretty much dragging it across the parking lot. You know, by the way, guys, if you want to see more of Ryan in these videos, go ahead and put that in the comments. He doesn't say too much, but he actually knows quite a bit about RC airplanes, both electric and fuel. He knows a lot about RC cars. That was his fifth scale low-C Mini Cooper we did the video on a while ago, and I am sure he would just love to participate in these videos even more. So if you want to see more of him, go ahead and put that in the comments. Anyway, this is a nice big box. Great looking Spitfire, guys. I'm really excited to unbox it and put it together. Let's go over the specs real quick. Of course, we know it's 1,200 millimeters in wingspan. That's just over 47 inches. Made out of Z-foam. It's going to weigh about 53 ounces all up. It's got a 40 amp brushless ESC, size 15 brushless outrunner, 850 kV. Of course, uses that 2200 milliamp 3-cell LiPo, 9 gram servos all around, and it comes with a receiver. Bind and fly basic, guys, so nothing else in the box. You supply the radio transmitter, the charger, and the battery. Let's go ahead and take a look inside. And as always, really nicely packaged in the box. Everything looks good. Flaps and retracts are installed. I really like this trend with these planes. And there it is, that elliptical wing. That's unmistakable for a Spitfire. And this is the Mark 14 version, which came in kind of late in the war, winter of 1945, I think February of 1945. So it came in kind of late. And what distinguished it was that 5-bladed prop, which they've reproduced here, and the bubble canopy. Those are the two really distinctive features of it. Definitely a hot rod version of the Spitfire. And also has a Rolls-Royce engine. So came in kind of late in the war. Very cool model to reproduce. I'm excited. Let's get it out of the box and put it together. Look at the parts count on this thing, guys. It's minimal. That wing is one piece. Everything is built. The foam looks great. The paint looks great. Minimal parts count. You see the two elevator halves there, horizontal stabilizer with a spar, spinner, a little parts bag on the right side there with just a few screws, some details, and then a 5-bladed prop over there in the back. So minimal parts count. Of course, you have the instructions. So I'm going to go ahead and get this thing built, and then we'll take a closer look at it. This plane is just really, really good looking. I really like it. and you can get excited putting it together. Don't forget to put in the spar for the horizontal stabilizer. You don't want to forget that. It's a somewhat tight fit putting that horizontal stabilizer into the fuselage slot, so take your time with it. Don't push it, don't rush it, and then take your time putting the screw in to secure it so you don't damage the foam. If you take off the battery hatch, there's kind of a bunch of spaghetti in here with all your connectors and whatnot, and among that there is a lead with the bind plug on it, which goes to the receiver. So you don't have to try and get a bind plug into the receiver, which is kind of deep down there in the fuselage. You've got the connector with the bind plug already on it, so bind your radio and then remove that bind plug. Well, here it is all put together, guys, and it looks great. Nice big airplane, 1.2 meter wingspan, 5-bladed prop looks awesome. Maybe not the most efficient prop, but it really looks good. Very easy to put together. It took about 30 to 40 minutes of going slowly. That's programming the radio, setting it all up. I'm going to show you guys the retracts, the flaps, and some of the other details on the model, but just a really good looking airplane. The only part of the build that requires some glue is putting this plastic cannon in place, and you know, you got to do it because it looks really good. Now the foam piece underneath the wing was in place, so you have to kind of cut it out and then put the cannon in place and glue it back in, but not too difficult and definitely looks great. I really like the detail up front here, guys. You can see the exhaust, of course, but look at this nice molding in the cowling up here. I mean, this is really nice attention to detail. Great looking paint, really looks good. To remove the battery cover over here, you have a little plastic tab. It's held in by magnets, and even on this battery cover, there's nice detail molded into the foam. And just to give you guys a closer look into the battery compartment there, fair amount of room. There is a lot of spaghetti back here. That was a little difficult to put together, just getting everything hooked up because you don't have a lot of slack in those wires, but it is definitely doable. Just take your time in getting it all together. Make sure those connectors are put in the right direction so you don't have to go back and redo it. And of course, then you have the bubble canopy back here, and we do get a pilot, which is absolutely essential for any warbird, so all of that looks great. And I just want to show you guys some of the detail on the wing here. You can see the molding in the foam, and I'm not sure if you can see it or not, but there's little rivet bumps all around these panels. So just tons of detail. They've come so far in the quality and the detail on these foam models. So what do you guys think about this 5-bladed prop? I think it looks really cool, and I like the way the spinner goes together because there's really no wobble to it. It spins really true, so that's pretty cool. Looks great. Make sure that you check out the instructions to set up your radio. There are different procedures depending on the radio that you have, and there are also 2 different procedures for binding the model. One is with safe on and one is with safe off. So make sure that you're binding it the way you want. I've gone ahead and bound it with safe off. I'm not interested in safe, but even with the safe off, you still will have AS3X functioning. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at all of the control surfaces. In a second, I'll show you guys the flaps and the retracts, but just want to show you underneath there, they actually put the flap servo inside of that air scoop on the wing, so it's nice and hidden. It looks very clean. And as I mentioned, you have to take out this little piece of foam right here to put your cannon in place. So I just used a little hobby knife and kind of worked around it, popped out this piece of foam, put it in the cannon, then just glued everything back together. And just another quick look at the detail on the underside of the airplane. Well, there's the unboxing, quick build, and pre-flight review of the new E-flite 1.2 meter Spitfire Mark 14. Great looking model, guys. Again, if you want to see Ryan in more videos, make sure to put that in the comments. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, I'll have a flight video hopefully pretty soon. I'm really excited about getting this thing in the air, and I'll see you guys next time.